What's going on, beautiful people? How's everything going, man? Let's go ahead and kick it off. I'm sorry, heck. We just go ahead and kick it off, right?
Do it.
Uh, yeah, my fucking go again.
In order to take accountability.
That's right. In order to take accountability for what has passed and what will be, there's no time like presently. So, for all of those with mouths and ears, can we have a moment of your time? We want to gain some perspective. Can we have a piece of your mind? Going on, beautiful people, man. What's going on, Hector? My brother Hector, my brother Brian. What's going on? How you guys feeling this week?
What up? What up?
Feeling good.
Good.
Feeling good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, good.
About
That's
you,
what I
Frank?
like to hear. Hey, Brian, man. I love how you've been playing with that green screen in the background, man. I like how you got that going on in the background right now, man.
Yeah. I figure I'll experiment a little more. Now I got a moving image. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep playing with it. Find something that I'll try to find something different for each time that we come on. Just cause.
Now, it'd be kind of dope if we could find something that's interactive, like, you know what I mean, like something that relates to what we got going on or something.
Yeah, I was
That'd
just
be
about
dope,
to say, like, because I know that
Oh
Brian wants
yeah.
to do
We
the
could create like a slideshow or something like that, and basically,
Yeah.
as we're covering the topics, we could switch up the slides.
Oh,
I know that
okay.
you were talking about having
That'd
like
be
that
pretty
whole
cool.
boxing thing happening at some point. So shit, maybe on the green screen you could have some of the greatest fights that ever went down in history playing behind you as you're talking. That'd be dope. Something like that, man. Would
Yeah,
add a hell of a
true.
lot of volume. So.
Yeah, there was a great card on this past weekend. Tim Tszyu versus Sebastian Fundora. It was on Amazon Prime. It was the first event that they held with Premier Boxing Champions. Good card, top to bottom. So,
Yeah, it was a pretty good card, man. I tuned in on that one too, man. I'm excited for the boxing world this year, man. I really am, like, just to see what happened. They already got like some of the bigger names lined up for the year. I mean, it's always a lot of movement with boxing. You know what I mean? You never know what's got. Matter of fact, one of the fights Brian's talking about with this kid Sebastian Fundora, one of my favorite people to follow right now. He's like a glitch in the matrix, man. It's like he built like a damn praying mantis or something, bro. Like, and all his opponents is mad short, bro. He's like, you know what I mean? Mad lanky compared to everybody, but
yeah, I compare him to a baby giraffe because he's like. He's like 6'6", 6'7". He's fighting at 154 pounds, so he's like, he's thin. He's
Whoa,
he's tall and thin. He got
man.
a height and reach advantage over everybody else in the division.
Everybody, jeez, bro.
Yeah, so he's a bit of a glitch, but I like watching him. But that fight only happened. It was a great card, like Brian said, but the fight only happened because last minute, like the other boxer had like a hand injury, or I can't even remember what the heck it was, but
bicep injury.
Yeah, but I think more people was and I think more people was looking more for forward defender anyway. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. For a replacement, I feel like it made the card even better.
Yeah, word.
A lot of times somebody gets replaced and like it kind of throws things off, but it made it a more exciting card, and it proved to be that way too. So.
Yeah, that was a crazy fight. And you said Tim Tszyu was an ex-champion son, right?
Yeah. Costa Tszyu is his father. So yeah, some people might be familiar with the name. He fought in the same era that Floyd Mayweather fought. He fought Zab Judah. He fought Ricky Hatton. So those are common opponents with Floyd. I think he was actually lined up to fight Floyd until he got defeated by Ricky Hatton. That kind of threw things off, and Floyd ended up fighting Ricky Hatton instead. And that was a good fight too. Like he ended up knocking out Ricky Hatton in the 10th round, so that was cool.
Yeah. Definitely exciting week for boxing, man. It messes up my sleep for like 2-3 days after a while, because the main card be so late, but it'd be worth it, man. It'd be worth it. So heck, man, tell us more about the coaching, bro. I know you didn't really get into it last week.
Oh yeah, man. So yeah, I had my first practice last week. So I had originally thought it was going to be an all male team, just considering at the level that we're at, it being in high school. So unfortunately, not enough men signed up, not enough males signed up. So it ended up turning into a co-ed team, which still it works out. Because I got a lot of strong and good players, man. And the coaching experience was dope. I secured with my local rec center, I secured 2 hours every night for practice on Fridays. So, it's like a little date, man. We out there, we just balling, every Friday night, man. It's kind of cool. And my squad is dope, man. Like I have a lot of cool, mature kids on the team, man.
Yeah, you know
that
what, Hector,
want to
man?
be there.
You know what, heck, bro? It's really been something this ride since we got started on the podcast, because it like through it, like I mean, I learned consistency. I learned to show up for something I decided to put out there myself. You know what I mean? Nobody telling us to do it. We're just doing it. It's the same. It sounds like it's the same thing for your coaching. Like nobody told you how to go do coaching. It's time you volunteered. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
Yep.
you're showing up. You get what I'm saying? You showing up consistently. Rather, whether you know it or not, at this moment, you start to build a reputation for yourself. You know what I mean? Somebody's gonna remember Coach Rivera. Somebody's gonna know Coach Rivera out there. Like, oh, I remember him. He was coaching the kids. He did a really great job, man. So, yo, bro, I mean, I know I'm always bigging you up, bro. But I'm your accountability partner. I'm watching, and bro, it's dope. It's dope to see the changes coming for you and the growth that's coming for you. You know what I mean?
I feel it too, Frank. Like I feel like I couldn't be bothered to do anything, out of the normal before, man. And now I feel like I'm up for it. Like let's go, let's do this shit.
Yeah.
And I see myself being willing in a lot more places than I ever was, 3, 4, 5 years ago, man. I'm in a whole different place. And a lot of that did come from that willingness and that consistency. So I know it's working because I'm living this shit, man. And I get excited to talk about this shit and get excited to do. And I'm looking forward to going to spend 2 hours every Friday night. It's more than 2 hours considering the commute. Like I'm giving a chunk of my time willingly. And I don't care if it pays. I'm not even interested in what's coming, if anything comes from it. I'm just so excited to be in the right here and the right now. I'm participating. You know what I'm saying? I'm participating in this experience, bro. And it feels really fucking good, man. And that energy I bring, it's being reciprocated, bro. Because my kids, they love it. I'm dealing with a bunch of high school kids, man. Anywhere from 13 to 18, And they all, dude, like they loved it. They loved being there. They were having a hell of a lot of sweat. We were sweating our asses off with smiles on our faces, kind of shit. Like, hell yeah, this is felt good, bro. So I'm looking forward to it, man. And then
sorry, I have a question. So how does it work? They practice together. Do they also play together?
Yeah.
Like,
so
since it's a co-ed team, is there like a co-ed league, or how does that work?
So
like,
it is a whole co-ed league. So we'll be competing against other high schools in the area. Which we have our first game actually this Saturday. It kind of sprung up on us real fast. I wasn't expecting our first game to be until next week, but this Saturday, 9 a.m., we have our very first game. So we will be playing other leagues. It's called the CARA League. It's the CARA, which off the top of my head, I couldn't even tell you, but I think it's the Colorado, what is it? The Colorado, I'm Googling it right now. Just so, it's the Colorado Parks and Recreation Association. So it's the Association of Recreational Athletics. And that's the league that we're in right now. And they have cross country, swim, lacrosse, volleyball, all sorts of things, all sorts. But it is co-ed across. And so, the mix of boys and girls on my team will be playing a mix of other boys and girls on different teams. And we just get in and go, man. So I got an email yesterday from the officiators that I'm going to be reffing. Like, I'm not only a coach now, I'm going to be an actual ref because I'm going to be refereeing the very first game. My team plays second and third, so I'll be coaching the first, or rather refereeing the first game, and then coaching my team when we get up to play. And like I'm excited, man. Like it's all brand new to me. And I get those butterflies in my stomach, like the pregame jitters, man. I've been feeling that all week, man. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm excited for it.
You know what, man? I wonder how many people become like from going through an experience like yours, right? Just starting off volunteering. I wonder how many people actually find like further success in coaching or maybe like refereeing, since that's like an opportunity that just kind of got thrown at you too. Like,
Yeah.
you start to maybe somebody start to know you as somebody who I don't know, who officiates the game good and knows the rules, and they be like, yo, you want to come do this for an official game somewhere? I don't know, but I wonder how often like stuff like that happens, man. Does it ever like convert into something bigger? Or how many people start there and then maybe start creating their own leagues or something like that? You know
Mm.
what I mean?
I would have to say that the probability of that is more likely than less likely, because you think about like college recruiters, right? They start scouting you at like the junior year. So they come to these tournaments, they show up, they look, they watch. And they're probably not only there watching the kids, they're looking at potential coaches, they're looking at potential refs to put on board. And you know what I'm saying? Like there's a whole system there, man. And now that I'm in it, a lot of it makes a lot more sense to me. Like that, yeah, the probability of what you asked is probably very likely, man. I imagine it can go further. And that shit just starts with showing up, So that's where I'm at. I'm just showing up and I'm having fun. If something comes from it, cool. If not, cool. I'm just happy to be, enriching my life and then someone else's, because the mind frame I'm in is healthy. So I want people to have that too, man. And it's a dope experience. So I'm excited to tell y'all what comes of it, when we have our game on Saturday. Because I
Yeah,
don't know what's gonna happen, but I know that there's a state tournament that if our team does well, we'll participate in the state tournament. We could come away state champions, man. There's a chance for it to happen.
yeah. You know who I'm
That's
rooting for,
exciting.
man.
Yeah.
You know who I'm rooting for, man.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, you'll be in the loop all the way through, man. I'm excited, y'all. I'm ready.
Yeah, man. Now, me and I'm about to turn up my accountability partner on Brian over here. Brian need to turn it up on me, man. We need to get out the door. I've been so excited since like they officially call. Did they officially call spring? Did they
I
officially? Is it
mean,
officially spring? Or is it
yeah,
was it?
yeah, I think it was like March 20 something. I don't know,
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
but
any
it's definitely spring. It hasn't felt like spring the past couple of days, but it's
Yo,
spring.
bro, I've been so
Yeah,
excited about April, Hector. I'm like, yo, I can't wait till April come, bro. I'm gonna be out. I'm going back to the park. I'm gonna go work out. Like, and Hector has been freaking cold out here, bro. Raining.
yeah.
Like this it's really like the April showers right now in Connecticut.
Mm,
Like, I
for
mean,
real.
we got some
We got
sun
a little
coming
sun
through right
today.
now, but
Yeah, we got a
yeah,
little sun today, but like past few
I'm
days,
pretty
man,
sure
it's
it's like
been
40 something out there probably right now, man.
A little
So
nippy.
it's been
Yeah.
wet,
yeah.
windy, and cold.
Oh yeah, no. I'm good on that. Stay my ass
Man.
indoors too, man.
Nah, I gotta get back out in that park though, because I feel like once I get out there and start getting back into a routine out there, like it'll
Mm.
probably help me like build out this structure that I wanna put together for these kids this summer, man. So I can start doing my
Yeah,
own little coaching, man, on some
dude.
fitness and health. You know what I mean? And then
I'm thinking you'll love that shit, man. I'm thinking you're gonna really like it.
yo, bro, I'm like really thinking about throwing some stuff in there, like like I don't know, maybe one day we could do like a special on like eating healthy, right? And then after a workout, I bring some fruits and shit with me, right?
Yeah.
And I'm prepping as I'm talking to them and just telling them like what's the benefits of this, like how often you should do this, like I'm not trying to teach these kids to freaking you start claiming you're a vegan or a vegetarian. I'm not trying to do none of that, like
Mm.
picking one side, but yo, find what works for you and stick to it. Like, cause that's all it
Yeah.
really is. I found intermittent. I've tried a lot of things, and I found intermittent fasting. That's what I like. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So I make that work. I know people that's found veganism, and that they like the principles. It helps them stay in line, so that's what they do. You know what I mean? But I definitely want to encourage young people to try things, yo. Try it out. Don't just listen to people. Don't your friends gonna talk. They're gonna blow it off before they even try it. Oh, mushrooms are gross. Onions are nasty. You know, remember when we was those little kids?
Mm.
And then you get older and you find out, yo, onions make everything taste good. Like the food wouldn't, your food wouldn't be delicious if it wasn't fine. Yeah, you know, rather whether you see it or not. You know?
No, I think you're onto it though, because like that's a lot of the problem is we don't have options. People don't have options, and you know you're not educated on something, so you know you chop up the fruit. Look, this is a healthy alternative, man. You see that piece of candy, throw that shit away. You don't need it. Like here's some natural sugars that's exactly. Like you give them options, man, and let them pick. They're gonna feel better about it, you know, because you're not driving a narrative. You're just opening their mind to something more, and that everybody could use a little dose of that shit, you know.
For real. Yeah, because honestly, we are all individuals, right? Like I could tell you a workout routine I take on, heck, right? But let's say I don't know, I like stretching pain, so I do a bunch of stretching poses, and I tell you to do the same, but you just like pumping. You know what I mean? We're two different people. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like that. So I think it's best to kind of try to teach in a free form way because, like, yo, again, Brian's fitness journey. That's another thing we're gonna talk about. One day we're gonna talk about different fitness journeys. Brian's fitness journey and what it takes to be at a weight he wants to be at is different from my fitness journey and what it takes to be at a weight that I want to be at. You get what I'm saying? Hell, I just help my son make his own meal plan and everything, and his diet is different to gaining weight and muscles than mine is. You know what I mean? Where I want to be a little wary of rice and stuff like that and starch because you know I might pick up too much weight. He could have like free range with rice and starch because he's trying to pick up weight. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I was just about to say too, like like a lot of my dietary, my workout routine, like a lot of that shit changed for me when I became aware of my body type. Because you know, there's like 3 different body types. You've got the
endomorph, ectomorph,
and the mesomorph. Yeah. So like knowing which one you are, it can change a hell of a lot of shit if you're trying to bulk up, if you're trying to cut, if you're trying to lean out a little, like that shit matters. And so like knowing just that little bit made a big change for me too. And like how many people actually know that exists, that there are 3 different body types? You know, someone gains weight easily, but that's not a problem. That's just your body type. Here's what you do to work around that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So like if you make people aware of that, then that you don't have a problem. You have a certain kind of function you need to follow. Try this, try that.
Yeah.
And then that makes a big difference, man.
Like, it makes a huge difference, man. Makes a huge difference. Matter of fact, I think Brian probably could tell a story about when you switched it up, because I mean when Brian when I known Brian to do with fitness when he first like started joining the path, or when I noticed it anyway. Brian used to love like the treadmill. He used to be on the treadmill for like freaking days. It felt like I'm like I don't know how he used to do it, but like the results he was able to achieve. He's seen some weight loss and stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure, Brian, you could tell a story that your body didn't transform the way it has with your more recent routine, right? And what you've been doing more recently, right? You could probably tell a story like that.
Yeah. Like originally, like the first time I really like made a big effort to like lose weight, it was like between high school graduation and starting college, right? So, you know, a lot of time what I was doing is like I was doing a whole lot of cardio, and like I would like do some muscle building exercises, but not really. So like, you know, I did like get leaner, but like my muscle definition wasn't like quite where I wanted it to be. And it's because it wasn't balanced enough. Like I was doing too much cardio and not enough paying attention to like building muscle and muscle mass. So, you know, after, you know, actually doing some research on, you know, how to go about, you know, building the type of body I want, it was a lot easier for me to approach it from a different angle. Like, because, you know, I would talk to my friends about it all the time. Like, they would tell me, oh, you know, you just got to, you know, adjust your diet or whatever. Like, my boy Josh would tell me that all the time. I was like, no, you don't understand. I have to I have to do workout and exercise. That's the way my body works. Like I can't just pick one. I have to do both. Right. So, understanding that, like, it made it a lot easier too. Like, I can eat, 1,800, 2,000 calories and still lose weight because of the amount of work that I put in the gym, and I structured a plan in a way where, like, I may do like, hit high intensity interval training one day, and the next day might be more focused on strength training. So I'm doing more heavy lifting. The next day might be something a little lighter, right? And I might do steady state cardio and upper body, stuff like that. So there's a lot more variation in the training. It's not, I'm doing the same thing every day, repetitively. So that helps, because what I wanted to do was I did want to, get leaner, but I also wanted to make sure that I wasn't losing any muscle mass. So I was building muscle while still losing weight at the same time. So what was happening is some of the fat was converting to muscle, and the muscle that wasn't, the fat that wasn't converted muscle was just burning off. I felt like that was a better approach to how I was doing it before, a lot more balance. And I saw the results sooner than I did before as well.
Man, so you know what, Brian, man, I feel like what you're talking about, what we're talking about right now, is a perfect example of knowledge is power, right? Because you took time, because you decided to slow down, take some time to like learn something about yourself, learn something about your body, and learn something that, if you want this, you got to do these in tangent. It made it easier to get to see those results. You get what I'm saying? Where, like, I guess maybe I was more or less blessed, right? Because I think I have that body type that's in between. You know what I mean? I started watching what I eat like early, and be, doing mindful eating and eating the build. But like I never really stopped to like really, I can't say I really stopped and studied any one way when I first started out. I used to go to the gym. The way I learned was I used to go to the gym, see what other people was doing. I'm like, all right, his chest look right. Like I'm gonna copy that. I'm gonna do a little bit of that. I'm gonna do a little bit of that. Like that was me for the most part. And it's so funny because now on my fitness journey, where Brian started later than me in fitness, but Brian when Brian came into it, he went straight to like learning and following routines and regiments and stuff like that. Something I avoided, but now it's like I find myself more so going towards that. I made myself my own workout plan, and and the workout plan I came up with, or was made between me and Chat GPT. It's kind of like what Brian was talking about. It's never the same thing every day. Like, one day is like heavy lifting and focus on like flexibility, and the next day is like a hit training. Like, you know what I'm saying? And at first, when I started doing it, like my first week, I was like, oh man, this is daunting. Like, this is annoying, right? But then the second week, it was actually kind of exciting because, like, I don't know, it's just the burn didn't feel. It's not gonna feel the same as yesterday's burn. Like, it's a different kind of burn. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I was actually starting to enjoy that too. It's dope though, man. You got to try things. It don't matter where you are. I'm talking to young people, but yo, it really don't matter where you are in life. If you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, upper of that, you know what I'm saying? I like to follow a lot of fitness, so I've been hearing a lot of amazing stories about people who's just getting started later in life, man, and they look amazing. You know what I mean? They're still building themselves up. So from the youth to the more experienced, like, yo, get your asses moving, man. You gotta freaking move. Like, you gotta, if you don't use it, you lose it. That's mobility. That's athleticism. That's, you know what I mean? Hey, it's your brain. If you're not exercising it enough, if you don't use it, you lose it, because nature just decides, well, you know what? If he's not using this, maybe he doesn't really need it. Maybe she doesn't really need this. If we gave it to him as a gift, he could jump real high and run fast since birth, but he's not using it, So
yeah, that it matters, man. Like, I was the same way, Frank, when, because how many times we went up in the rec center at the YMCA, we did, we saw somebody doing something like, oh, I want arms like that. So, put all the weights on this shit, trying to move them. Like it wasn't happening, but that's fine, man.
Only thing I seen people doing that I didn't get behind was,
Whew.
you know,
Yeah.
I didn't get behind that. Like, all right, nah, man, you juicing, man, you cheating, man.
Bro,
Putting in them
like
cheat codes, okay? You injecting them cheat codes, bro.
Yikes. Yeah,
bro.
Yo, I can say though the best thing I got from like being up in the gym though was like the fact that I made it. You know that saying, man, where showing up is half the battle.
Oh yeah.
That really is so true, man. And I didn't realize that until mid to late 20s. Cause like, you know, you get into survival mode and you show up and you're here, but man, like you're here. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when you realize that you're here, it's what you do while you're here that's important. And like that, man, my mind opened up so much, man. So like, yeah, hitting the gym, you know, I could get a workout in and feel good. But shit, if I'm throwing the football around at the park, if I'm running some routes, if I'm hitting the volleyball, I'm doing, you know, some soccer shit, I feel great. I'm getting that cardio in. I'm working my mind out.
Yeah.
And, I got lucky and I'm blessed with, you know, the body type that's in the middle too. So I don't gain muscle easily. I do got to work for it, but I don't gain fat either, dude. Like I can literally go on like a 8-month binge of eating burgers every day, and I'll probably be 5 pounds lighter at the end of it.
I don't think we got
like,
the same body type, right?
I can't do that.
We might got three different body types right here, bro. Okay, I don't think I got that, man.
I don't wish. Put weight on, it's embarrassing, but I'm gonna say it anyway, man. Yo, I was in high school and I weighed 160 in high school. I weigh 148 pounds right now, and I'm 136 years old. Woo. I am not 136 years old. 36 years old. 36 years old, and I weigh 100, like less than 150 pounds, bro. And like that shit to me is like, what the hell, man? Like, you know, like why? But like, I look at it too, and I'm like, hey, that's kind of a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some benefit to that because I go to the park, and every time I go to the park, I find the monkey bars and I pull up. I do pull ups, and I'll you know what I'm saying? I'll turn it front back. I'll try to do as much as I can. I always do more than 10 every time I'm there, and because of my physique and my frame, I can get away with doing that. So I feel healthy and strong. I can get on a volleyball court and go with teenagers for 2 hours and be good. You know what I'm saying? So like, like a lot of that came from just being willing to show up and go, man. Like like I said, being there, that is half the battle. Just telling yourself that you can do that shit and then going out to try and do it, man. And like that changed a lot for me, man. And that's something I'm trying to pass on to my son too, man, because he's fortunate enough. I think he's got the exact same body type as me. Like he's toned. You can see his abs. You can see the tricep and the bicep muscles, but he's thin. He's real thin, but he looks like a healthy thin. You know what I'm saying? Not like skinny and bones. And no, he's healthy. Like he's toned. He's got that Bruce Lee physique. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, that's what I wanted my whole life. I wanted to be like Bruce Lee, just fucking muscles on muscles, but be like this big. You know? And, just showing up and doing shit, man. Like, like I agree with that, Frank, man. Use it or lose it kind of thing. And so,
you know what?
Get it.
You know what? And I want everybody to hear Hector's advice about just showing up. That is, to put that in your head is a strategy all in itself. We are, by nature, we like to be on autopilot. That's human nature. We like to be on autopilot. We like to put ourselves in a position where we don't have to think. We like we get comfortable at our jobs because why? Because we don't have to think to do it. You know what I'm saying? But if we had to leave this job today, you know what that's putting us in a position to learn something new. Nobody wants to do that. You know what I mean? Especially for nobody else's dream. You want to make your money and go home. You know what I'm saying? So,
damn, that's real.
So just showing up is half the battle. I can remember days, matter of fact, to this day, bro, if I wake up, I like getting up and working out first thing in the morning. I mean, before I even rub the coal out my eyes, like just making it down to the gym room we have here. Because if I do that, I'm more than likely going to work out, just showing up. And it was a whole strategy. Like it was so bad. Like I did use the gym when I was growing up. I did use the gym as a way of blowing off steam, a outlet, if you will. But at the same time, even when I wasn't going to blow off steam, it was already habitual, just showing up. It was a habit, you know what I mean? And once I get to that door, it don't matter what kind of energy I got, you know what I'm saying? Because I get in that door, everybody else moving and working out. Guess what I'm about to start doing? Moving and working out. On a super lazy day, I go sit in the sauna. I made it here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit in the sauna today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's actually one of Brian's favorite places now is the sauna.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to flex that mind as much as you do the physical.
Yeah. Definitely days where I had to drag myself. to the gym. I'm like, damn. Like the whole time I was kind of like dragging it. I'm driving. I'm like, I don't really feel like working out. I mean, once I'm there though, I'm like, all right, I'm here. All right, let's do it.
Let's do something.
I'm already dressed for it. You know what I mean? I can't half-ass the workout. I mean, I could half-ass the workout, but why? I'm already here. Like,
I remember being in
do
that
workout,
phase.
sit in the sauna, breathe. By the end of it, I'm feeling good. I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm glad I got here. Like, if I didn't,
then it's a compounding effect, right? You made it to the gym, so then since you made it to the gym, you want to make sure you get your intentional eating in. You get that protein shake. I used to like drinking I used to actually like getting a protein shake right after a workout. Back when I was with LA Fitness, I used to love that. You know what I mean?
My man said LA. Yo, you did LA Fitness too?
Yeah. There used to be one over here.
Yo, I used to be in one, bro.
Yeah.
For kickboxing, I was doing some kickboxing some years back, man, and that was hit bag work. Oh man, I fucking loved bag work, bro. I would be in there two times a week, bro, for like an hour and a half, just melting my body, bro, sweating, just puddles of me, and I loved it, bro. That was like the greatest shit, man. Oh man,
I love LA Fitness, but LA Fitness brought a lot of how can I say it, other distractions for me, right? So like Planet Fitness, they didn't have all those extra stuff. You go in there, they got weights for you to lift, and that's it. You know what I mean? Over there at LA Fitness now, these dudes had a freaking sauna. They had a basketball court. They had a swimming pool. Yo, bro, some days I would go in there and I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go shoot around for half an hour. Then the whole pickup game start. Next thing I know, I'm playing basketball for like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
And then I never got to the workout. I'm like, this whole place is a distraction, bro.
The basketball game is the workout.
Yeah,
turned into it.
True. True.
Oh man. Yeah. Just putting yourself out there and just trying new shit, man. That really is it, man. Because like, I wouldn't have did that shit alone, but I ended up going with a friend and we turned it into a date thing, bro. So we'd go, what was it, like every fucking Wednesday and Thursday we'd go. And then, we do this thing. We do the kickboxing class and shit. We do a little workout. And then we'd go to a bar afterwards and we'd play some trivia night, have some drinks and talk. Like it was a real cool experience to be able to just get out and go. And give to my mind, give to my body kind of shit. But like, you ain't doing that at home, man. You got to get out there and do that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You don't know what you'll fall in love with until you're out there doing something. So, like I said earlier, man, that's what I'm trying to give to my kid right now.
Yeah.
Both of them, both Evelyn and Aiden. I want them to have experiences to do shit and love something later,
Yo, you know what, Hector, man? I don't know if it's and Brian, man. I don't know if it's just getting older or what, bro. But I find these scenes in these movies now, and they just be hitting me harder than they used to, bro. Right? And the movie Soul, the Disney movie Soul, I really enjoyed that movie. I watched that shit twice, maybe 3 times. But there was a part when the music teacher was a kid. I forget what he was into as a kid, but his dad was dragging him to this jazz show. You know what I mean? He ain't even want to be there. Yo, take y'all kids and drag their ass somewhere, okay? They don't want to do shit, okay? Especially the ones that don't want. I have my youngest used to tell me he ain't want to do nothing. I used to ask him about soccer or whatever. He used to no. I just threw him in soccer. This dude had a ball anyway. But in the movie Soul, I remember that scene when he walked in there and then like somebody started playing a instrument or something, and it just took him.
Oh
It
yeah,
just took
captured
him.
him.
You know what I mean? He became a musician, and I really feel like that's how it works. You got to put yourself out there. You got to force these kids into doing some things. You know what I mean? Kids, you got to be willing to do some things. Yo, elders, you got to be willing to do some things. Get out of your comfort. We got to get
Yeah.
out of our comfort zone. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't
Mhm.
care if it's you're just used to being in the house. If they're offering bingo for you to go mingle, then go bingo and mingle. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I like
Like,
that.
you know that, like, we life is meant to be enjoyed. Yo, today, matter of fact, Hector, let me tell you, today we got a random ring at the doorbell, and somebody popped their head in the door. Right, like we just heard the doorbell, and it's my hey, something like that. Me and Brian both go downstairs. It's our Uncle Carl,
Yeah.
right? Like he's just excited, like a little freaking kid, excited, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I got a scooter now." It's like this 4-wheeler, like little scooter. He's like, "Yeah, man, I could get around town. No more 6 miles per hour for me." Like just excited, and I couldn't help myself but to get excited too when he came and he had all these. I'm like, "Yo, Uncle, you like a little freaking kid with candy right now, man. you popped up just to show off your ride, like." But at the same time, my uncle's he's an older man, but he's still he's still enjoying life. He's finding new instruments to play with, like, you know what I'm saying? Still enjoying. I mean, I can
I
only
love
hope to
that.
find a happy day like that, man. Some of our elders be so miserable, you know what I mean? I can only hope that,
Yeah,
like, I have happy days like that, man.
I like that, man. That's how you gotta do. You gotta be willing to live, man. Like that. It's so simple, but it's so underestimated too. Like just because you're alive doesn't mean you're living. You know, go do shit. Go do something new. Go get out your comfort zone. See what's up. Because
Man.
I've been doing a lot of that, and I've been happiest now than I've ever been in my entire life, man. And it's cool, just new experiences. You know, going to a comedy show, going to play pool, going to a movie on a random fucking Tuesday with like 10 minutes notice. You know, like doing shit like that in my life now, man. And it's nice to do
Yeah.
that. Like I literally, like
Yeah.
Kate and I, we've been talking about it. Like we watched the Dune movie like last week, first one, and we were like, yo, this fucking movie is dope. And then just this week, we was like, yo, let's go watch part 2. Bet. We went. Like it was the best. I love that shit. Just doing shit now just because I want to do it, man. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it's about, man. We just living, you know?
Yeah, I like finding little things to do too. Like I feel like now that I'm a little bit older, I do just like I take enjoyment in just like simple things. Like, summer's approaching. I'll probably spend some time at the park. You
Yep.
know, I'll do my workouts outside. I'll ride my bike. Well, I have to go get another bike. I don't have a bike right now. I'll be riding my bike. Things like that. On my days off from work, I'll probably I'll do my workout, just chill, find a happy hour to go to, or I might take myself to the movies. Or
Mm-hmm.
if my son's here, because he might spend some time with his grandma this year. If he's still here, just have a little father son date, take him to the movies, find a kid movie to watch.
Yep.
I know he enjoyed the Puss in Boots movie,
Oh yeah.
the most recent one that came out.
Yep.
I took him to see the Mario Brothers movie last year because it came out around his birthday. So
Nice.
stuff like that. We'll get some junk food, bring it into the theater. Just there,
Yeah.
watch a movie.
I love it, man. This is so much good in all the simple things, man. You just gotta be willing to fucking look for it, man. Just to overturn every rock you come across, man. There's some gemstones under there. That's what I've
Man.
been learning. That's what I've been learning.
You know what, bro? It's been a couple of times I like hitting up a bar. I took myself out to eat a few times, bro, and to the movies. Like just me. Like I'll be at the
Nice.
bar. Like, yo, I can remember being at the bar. I'll be either like watching something on my phone and having like a drink or two. Like just I don't know, just enjoying my own company. Like, you know what I mean? It's something nice about it, man. It's
You
something
gotta
nice
treat
about it.
yourself, man. That's what they say, right? Treat
Yeah.
yourself. You gotta do. Yo,
For
I have
real.
been minus the very last one, the superhero. I have gone to see every Dragon Ball Z movie by myself. that's a me thing. I'm gonna treat myself. I'm a nerd the fuck out. I'm gonna wear my Goku shirt. You know, like I did that shit, bro. Like hell yeah, because then you end up finding people just like you there. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of people treating themselves, or they got their +1, their homie. Some people squad up and go. You just do it, man. You got to treat yourself to that kind of shit. I love that, Frank. I don't think I've ever had dinner by myself out, but I do one day want to try that. You know, just go to a place and just be real happy and content and get something and big ass fat boy meal, you know, and
Right.
just be good for it.
Bro,
Two drinks, you know.
There's only one person here, but I need two. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, be like, just bring me out a picture. You know what I mean?
Bro.
That'd be dope, dude. I gotta do that. That's cool.
Bro, man.
That's sick.
So where we at, Heck, man? We gonna spin that wheel, or you got something for us on?
I'm gonna just do the mid journey. Yeah, bring us in with that, man. Because
all right, man. From minds to matter, man. From minds to matter, guys. From our heads to your eyes, there's no need to visualize. Mid journey will share with you exactly what's on our mind. And with that, take it away, Heck. From minds to matter. From our minds to matter.
Yeah, so a real simple, real just straightforward, man. Like you can tell what this is. It's a heart, you know. It is made of fruit, man.
A healthy heart.
A healthy heart, you know. Like take care of your heart, man. Like not just in the manner of what you consume, you know, but what you consume, you know. That's so important, man, to get out there and do that. So I felt like this was just a cool little, real simple illustration, man. Just a healthy, strong heart. And
I like that, man.
Yeah, you go real far with that, you know. So yeah, man, that's what I wanted to show with this one. It just felt good. It felt appropriate, you know.
Yes, sir.
I feel like it did a pretty damn good job too, because you got a lot. Yo, we got raspberries, blackberries, blueberries,
my mango,
strawberries, apple, mango,
my
banana.
favorite.
Yeah, it looks like all stuff that I eat too. Like, yeah.
This is solid, bro. Like,
got all the berries,
eat your heart out.
Slices.
Eat your heart out. Love it.
Eat your heart out.
Love it. Oh yeah. No, this is a cool one, man.
That was pretty dope, bro. I think you should go ahead and spin that wheel, man. Let somebody got something else we want to chop up.
Let's do it, man. Shit,
let's do it, man. We got 20 more minutes.
Get in here. I'm gonna go right away then. Let's go.
Let's just do it.
We only got 4 topics, but you know what? That's okay. That's all right.
Winding down.
Oh, here we go. All right, look at that. It kind of fits the theme too, man. It's working.
How important is cooking in your home? How important is cooking in your home?
How important is cooking in your home? Yeah, I spend all my money on food. Like everything I got goes to food. I swear. I love spending money on food, man. And I'm not against spending it on food eating out, or getting a meal prepped and like cooking a meal. Cooking in the home, man, like I know that it's become way more important in my life, you know, with kids. Having that like family time, sitting around the table, enjoying a meal together kind of thing, like that has a significance in our home. But with my lady, you know, with Kate, she likes to cook. And I don't like to cook as much, but I do like being in the kitchen, being like her sous chef. I love preparing. I love chopping onions and, you know, get like, I don't know what it is. There's something about the gathering part of it that really interests me. So I like getting it all prepared for her to go ahead and use, you know, the resources or all the rest of the ingredients.
Prep ingredients. Yeah.
I like doing that part, and she likes doing the other part. So it's like the perfect harmony. And then we both like to clean, you know, so we keep our kitchen well, man, when we cook. So it's a fun fucking experience. And then I know it brings her and I closer, because, you know, I'm you know, my physical touch is my love language, man. So like if my hands ain't on the knife, it's on her butt. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is, man. Like I'm all about it, you know. And so it brings us closer. Our kids get to see us being in the kitchen, man, so that when they get older, they won't be intimidated by being in the kitchen. They'll be ready to prepare. They'll want to prepare. They'll want to share that experience. And so, yo, it's real important in our home, man. And we like to do it. It's fun. I watched my grandma my whole life cook her ass off, man. That lady was always in the kitchen making something, man.
Nah, man.
You know what I
Listen,
mean?
bro. After I remember looking forward to getting off of school.
Yo,
like don't look for me and Brian, man. We're gonna go get some hot dogs and French fries. Don't even and a Sprite.
Always some food, man. Always something to eat, man.
I'm pretty sure we probably made our mom mad a few times. We came home, we already ate like
full. Yeah, we ate
like little king.
Yeah,
like little king, like, somebody else's palate.
Yeah, so well, for me, yeah, cooking is important, man. I love what it brings to the home. I love what it does for, help my heart and my mind. It's important, man. So yeah, it's very important for me. What about y'all? All
right. You know what? It's kind of hard to talk about cooking and not get personal right now. Okay. So let me just let you guys in on a little bit of our life right now. Right now, I'm in a house full of men. All right. I moved back to where I moved back to my parents' house like during the like right around the pandemic, which was crazy because my parents brought a house down south at the time. So right now it's nothing but men in this house. Like we all the feminine energy left. My grandmother left a few years ago. My mom followed suit. Like, it's me, my brother. I got my youngest son staying here. A cousin of ours stayed here. Brian got Keyshawn who stayed here. My dad stayed here for work as well. So nothing but masculine energy right now. And I can't tell you any of us are like regular cooks. And if we cook regularly, it's not for the whole house, okay? It's not what we do. So
yeah, ever since my mom left, for the most part, it's been like every man for himself. You know what I
mean? Every man for himself.
Keyshawn being the exception because he can't fend for himself yet. But everybody else.
So, what was the question? Is cooking important?
How important?
How important is cooking in your home?
Let's talk about how much I miss. Let's talk about how much I miss a home cooked meal and not having to look for it. Let's start there, okay? But if I could be in an ideal situation, if I could really speak ideally, like I love to eat, and like just like Hector, like I would spend it all on fucking foods and 2 drinks. I need 2 drinks every time. All right, and like if I had it ideally, bro, I would eat in the house all the time, bro. But like I'm not a cook. I can't say I like cooking. Every now and then I have a little thing in me and I want to cook, but more or less I'm like you. I love helping to prep. My baby tell me to cut up the onions or whatever. I get to cutting. I don't mind doing the cleaning, and a lot of times I like to actually get started as she's cooking. So it's less to worry about later on. Yep. But I also do think it works beautifully because she's like she's a scientist in the kitchen. Like me and her will go out to eat somewhere and we'll try something, we'll eat it, and she'll be like, oh my God, that tastes good. Then she'll be like try to remember the flavor and try to recreate it at home. And you know who get the taste test?
Hey.
That's me when I'm over there, man. I get to do all the taste testing, man. So that's a beautiful relationship. But I think cooking is important in a home, period. Like I think I honestly think it's something that could make or break a relationship. Because I mean, if both of us are not cooks, right? That means we're both straining our finances because we're eating out all the time. And when I like eat out, bro, I'm not talking McDonald's, bro. I'm talking I like some good food, bro.
Yeah,
I'm talking like a $40 plate every day. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. You know what I mean? So, I would encourage anybody to pick up a little bit of cooking or start trying to share in some cooking and trying to teach the kids some cooking. Because these kids don't know nothing, yo. They don't know nothing, bro. We've been catering to them too much. We've been catered to too much. I've been catered to too damn much, man. Somebody should have made me cook some more. But like, I think it's I can't really speak outside of the American culture, but and outside of what I know, but it seems like it's becoming a lost art. Like cooking is for like the select few who finds beauty and art in it. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody else wants to freaking buy fast food. You know what I mean? Or whatever they do, they don't want to cook it themselves. And I'm guilty of it too. You know what I mean? I'd rather take a quick 10, 15-minute ride up the road than to take 15 minutes to like cook or prepare something. So
Yeah.
I want to say it's important for me, but I can't say that it's what I'm doing most regularly right now. Like it's what I'm working on for sure. It's not what I'm doing most regularly right now.
Yeah, same. I wish, you know, we still had it where, you know, there was always like a cook meal that we all took part in eating. Like, but you know, for the most part, you know, I don't know. My dad gets food from wherever, you know. You know, Frankie, he might make something or he might get takeout. My nephew, same way. My cousin Donnie makes like plantains. That's it. Like, I try to do. I try to do some cooking. You know, I got myself a little air fryer oven / toaster.
Yeah.
Like a lot of my cooking gets done in there. Like, you know, I'll buy some chicken or steak or something. I'll season it. You know, I'll throw it in the air fryer, or I might set it to bake. I'll get like some vegetables that steam inside of a bag. You know what I mean? And I might get some kind of carbs like mac and cheese or some rice or something like. And I'll create like you know, a meal out of those, and I might set them in like 2-3 dishes to save for the next day and the day following. So
that's
I
something
try to
Brian
meal
is
prep
really
that
good at.
way.
Brian does like he basically meal preps. And Brian's he's actually I see him get to work like with some regular like on some regular stuff. Like he have some meals prepped out. He does pretty well with that. It's actually something I'm starting to see power in. Last month I tried something different, right? Because I noticed like fruits and vegetables go fast. Like they go fast. So you can't really buy those in like big amounts. So last month I took like all my fruits and I cut them up and I put them in like a bowl so that I could just go in the bowl and take some. And, you know, for like I think the bowl used to last me like 3 or 4 days when I make them. But that's actually kind of beautiful too, and it helps to keep you in line for somebody who has a bad spending habit like me, especially on food. Like I don't like seeing food go bad. That's one thing I don't like seeing. Is food go bad. I hate that. So I remember during like the time I had some food prep. I would be thinking like, yo, I'm about to go to Wendy's and grab me a salad, and then I open the refrigerator. I'm like, God damn it, I got these fruits here, and I'll be a little tight about it. But then I'll eat my fruits and I'll be happy I ate my fruits. Like, this wasn't so bad, man. But Brian do real good with the prepping.
Yeah, I try. You know, I do fall off every once in a while. Like especially now, like the Stop and Shop that was around the corner from us is gone. So like I definitely took for granted. I definitely took it for granted. Like, you know, that convenience of being able to just, you know, I didn't even have to drive there since I could just walk over there. Now, like I have to go all the way down Villa Ave to the other Stop and Shop or go to BJ's or something. Like, you know, it's not as convenient. So like if we run out of something, I might just be asked out until the next day.
Let me tell that being said too, Hector, February was actually a pretty good month for me with meal prepping and eating in the house and even staying away from Starbucks, right? Yeah. But then March came and that's when they like pretty much shut down the Stop and Shop. And I'm like, oh, we need eggs. So you run and go grab some eggs from Stop and Shop. Oh, we need this. So you run and go grab one item from Stop. That's me. So, and yeah. So that also helped me stay on track. But we didn't have that last month. So I was terrible last month, bro. I was terrible about all the Starbucks.
Yeah, no, I feel you on that, man. Hell yeah. Because that's how we are too. We live right down the street from our local grocery. So yeah, we need this, we go get that, you know, like it. Because that's the other thing too. Kate and I, we hate when food wastes, bro. Like, that shit hurt my heart, man. Because it's like, damn, that was like $40 ago, you know. All like, Oh man, and then we
I
have a
think
little joke. Go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, like, growing up in the era that we did, we were always taught not to waste anything.
Yeah.
Like everybody heard, oh, there's some kids starving in Africa or something like that.
For real.
I feel like that hasn't been passed down to the generation after us. Like, but a lot of
Not at all, bro.
a lot of people in
real.
our age group, like, we were taught, like, yeah, it's a bad thing to waste food. So to this day, I hate having to throw anything out. Like, I just hate seeing food go to waste. Like, yo, eat it. Just eat it.
I
A
know,
few bites left.
I know, that's the same way, man. Like, yo, it's like 2 bites. Like, finish that shit. Like, what are you doing? Yo, and it's funny. We got a joke at home, man. Like, so, like, it could be anything, bro. Like, you could have like a cut. Like, maybe I'm the only person on the planet that does this. I don't know. I don't care. But I'll put Cheerios in a cup, and I'll eat Cheerios like literally out of like a drinking cup.
Yeah.
Like, even if I drop a Cheerio, I'm like, ah, shit, I just committed food sin, Like, you have that at home. Like, if you drop anything on the floor, that is food sin. You don't do that. Like, you gotta vacuum clean that shit into your mouth, man. Nothing drops on the floor. Don't do that.
5-second rule, bro.
Yeah, right.
Bro,
Oh,
when
man.
we were little, oh, God made dirt and don't hurt.
For real.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yep.
For real, man. I remember that one too.
Shit, I used to be the same dude. Like, yo, if I had like some food, like probably a piece of candy is probably a better option. But like, you try to get a Starburst, especially, you got a little bit of piece of paper on there. I'm still eating that shit. Like, like I couldn't get it off all the way. Fuck it, I'm doing it.
What I'm gonna do? Waste the whole Starburst?
Yeah, right. Like, oh man. Yeah, I really feel like I agree with you, Brian. That shit didn't get passed down, yo. Like, it's not the same for these kids, man. They just don't appreciate the food the same way we did when we was growing up, man. That shit was not as easy to come by. We got McDonald's at home, like you hear that kind of shit. Like,
yo,
oh, man.
Yo, word. We used to hear that. You got McDonald's at home. McDonald's in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Now these kids, man, yo.
Fucking McDonald's on a speed dial. Hold on, mobile app that shit.
I do wish I would have installed it a little more, man. I used to try to be on one, but like it's like okay, grandparents are the worst, right? Grandparents, like, and I can see me getting soft already as I get older too. Like, yeah, whatever you want, baby, here you go. It'd be so funny because our generation be like, we be a little salty that like the younger ones getting all like, Mom, why you so sweet to him? I used to whoop my ass. Like, what is this? Like, but there was benefits to when they had that energy and they used to give it to us. Like this, all them being so soft, and it definitely don't help the kids. Like I see my mom cook whole meals, bro. Like she'll cook dinner, and then my son, he will come in and be like, oh, I don't want that. Like, can I have a bowl of cereal? And she'll just be like, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? And that's where it all started, bro. I didn't open my mouth. I let her maybe I did say something. I don't remember, but I ain't open my mouth. This was a regular thing, and mind you, and you know how they say it takes a village, right?
Yeah.
They say it takes a village because we gotta all be on one accord. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the house, but because if I tell my child no, he can't have no candy, right? Right. If I tell him no, he can't have no candy, but we live with grandma. I tell you, no, you can't have no candy. When my back is turning, he know grandma gonna have him candy. You know where he going? He going to grandma, and then it defeats the whole purpose. We're not on one accord. You get what I'm saying? That lesson is not learned. They just learn how to sneak around you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So no, it's different.
Bro, it's like, I don't know if you ever seen like where a kid would be like, hey mom, can I have a piece of candy? But, oh, well, did you ask your dad? What did he say?
Yeah. Yep. No one wants to lay that shit down, man. Nobody wants to be the authoritarian. Like you got to let somebody else be the bad guy for a minute, and it's like, nah, man.
Like that shit. And let me tell you, that shit ain't fair neither, man. That shit is not fucking fair. Like every time something good, you want to be the superhero. Then when it's something a tougher conversation, go talk to your dad. That's fucked up. That was fucked up. Like, how come I always gotta play this role? God damn it! It ain't cool. Can we play it together?
Yeah.
Shit. Well, if we gotta play good cop, bad cop, I always gotta be the bad cop.
Yeah. I ain't trying to be that all the time. Hell no.
Bro.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
But, yo, we hit that hour, fellas. That was fun, man.
Yeah. Real
good
smooth,
shit out there. I really hope all our viewers, man, like, again, earlier in this conversation, just get out and try shit. Even if you tried it, try it again. You're in a different place, you're in a different mindset. So try some shit, do for you, do for them, and them being yours, your people, whoever, whatever. Just do it. It's fun. It's good. It's healthy,
Yeah,
and
man.
the world could use a hell of a lot of that. The world is fucked up right now. So we need better people, man. So get out there and do stuff. But
yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll get us up out of here, fellas. So again, conversation was dope. Appreciate y'all. I'm looking forward to the exciting events this weekend. I'm gonna keep y'all informed, and then I'm gonna let everybody else out there know what's up with the coaching, how our first game goes.
All right.
But with that said, for all y'all that came through and let us borrow some time, we'll see you next week. I'm BC in mind. Much love.